First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We'll go play action now with Penix. One popped away, and it's incomplete.
Intended for
Drake London was the intended receiver there.
Leads
It's
to
second down.
and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Falcons
22 yards the pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down. Go! Play action. It's Penix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
London.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to it.
And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 7. Bears nothing. Bradley Pinion
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They will run it over receiver with Swift. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Root O'Rolo there on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. They'll go play action here with Williams. Hook up there to Ogunze. They get 18 on the pitching count. Good for a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 18.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They take this one up close to the first down marker. The spot where the slide begins, that's a pickup of about 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50s.
And the
They get
Bears
21 on that one. First down, Chicago.
at the 14-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of a
The
yard.
key to great
Brings up
defensive
second
line
and
play
11.
is the get-off.
At
When
the
that ball
Falcons'
moves,
14-yard
how fast
line.
can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. 3rd and 6.
Hey, volunteer. What is it on? Here we go.
They're trying the left side with Swift. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
By Jesse Bates.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain. It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 44. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
At the 44-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
47-yard
Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. It'll go forward to about the 42. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down
at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll manage to bring this down to the 37. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
That's a
It's going to be
gain of
3rd.
5.
They need 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go again with Robinson. They'll bring him down right at the 35. That is good enough. They pick up the first down.
2.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short. Gets a fresh set of downs, and now we can see if they can come away with some points.
Finding space at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons.
that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. They're fortunate for them. They've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Williams. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Falcons
this one is going to sail through the end zone
at their own 35-yard line.
They're going to go play action with Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play at a critical juncture in this game.
First down.
33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and
he will take this one across into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, we spend so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode at the end of the first half. It might not be in walkout fashion, I'll tell you what. Executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now Swift. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Swift. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals, 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
19, here we go, sack. Cowboys, 60 Maverick, 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Check over.
Here's Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running blind, there is a lot of space open underneath.
34-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
4th down, and here's Penix. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Loveland. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Here's a screen taken in by Smith. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
50-yard line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Hayden Ellis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 Bobcats. Set up. 70 Rangers. 70. Hook.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
19 Lions.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Hold it ready.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Dragon 6. Ready. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Penix. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard
And
line.
the Falcons
The
1st
break the
down.
huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
at the 25-yard line.
70.
Penix going to throw again. That is going to be and he's got it. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. Gonzalez now for the point out.
The extra point.
He's got it. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead.
Falcons 29, Bears 10. Bradley Pinion
Both
set
teams
to kick
ready to
off.
go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail
Bears
through
take
the
over
end zone
1st and 10
for a touchdown.
at their own 35-yard line.
There are 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Lights it up. They'll run. It's Swift. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 17
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 20-yard line.
That's good.
That one good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
On 1st down, it's Swift. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
More yards.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Monungai. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses.
A 5-yard loss
3rd down.
sets up 3rd down and
Pretty big
goal.
swing here in the mindset of the defense. Before the play, you're thinking, man, we're on the 1-yard line. Pretty likely that it ends with a touchdown. But instead, you send them back 5 yards, and your chances of holding them to 3 just go up.
Middle of the end zone. Hold the net. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Conversion.
Here's Williams now to throw. That is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Bears 16. Cairo Santos to kick
So
off
here's
for
Santos
Chicago.
after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Downfield by Robinson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And the Falcons.
What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30. And another first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready?
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12
A pickup
yards.
of 12 yards.
That's another.
First down, Atlanta.
Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing with his back foot, and it's taken in. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Robinson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They run over center with Robinson. Running there in the red zone. He does not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run with Robinson to the 5-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
One more time, it's Robinson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
He was brought down by
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.